Hi everyone, welcome to the class of MBA CAT Fast Test. This is Shubham Jaiswal, and today we will be learning how to solve NRC passages in the examination within the least possible times. What are the methods required to achieve this result? What are the preparations needed to be done, and what are the learnings needed for this? And of course, we would be answering all the questions which are on the screen, which you can see are the most questioned questions over here. Okay, and of course we are beginning our first session with the most controversial topic, understanding versus speed, which the students have in the mind from the starting of the preparations to the end of the examination. What choose when there is a choice needed to be made between an understanding or an speed? Okay, so to answer all these questions and to our understanding versus speed topic, let me begin this with another topic, which is also the nuclei of our discussion, which is how to read an RC passage. Now, till by far now, all must agree that RC in any management and entrance examinations constitutes one of the most important sections for in the verbal section, right? And it also has the most important weightage. So as per me, the passages could be classified as advanced beginner passages, or some passages for intermediate for the for one person, or it could be at proficient level for some person. Let's say if you are now thinking ki the person who could read very fast would be at a proficient level, and if you have started your preparation right now, you would be at an advanced beginner stage, then my dear friend, don't bother to think like this, because you might probably get wrong. Why? Because let's say if someone is at proficient level, he considers himself at proficient level. So if he is at proficient level, he would be always right. He could able to get all the 4 questions, 5 questions correct. This may be true for the 10 passages consistently, 20 passages consistently, 30 passages consistently, but there will come a 31 passages which will challenge his reading. And the same passages, if is from your interest criteria, let's say the same passage comes from sports from, if you consider yourself an advanced beginner, and the same passage is from the sports and related to the same players, related to the same match, same technicalities used, now which the for proficient it may be difficult, but for you, my dear friend, you tell me, ki won't you be able to answer the questions, 4 questions, which is related to the sports event? Maybe it be cricket, football, hockey, kho, kabaddi. Getting my point? See, so here that each passage is classified for each person, that whether it's an advanced beginner stage, intermediate stage, or proficient stage. Okay, let's say another example. Let me impose here. If the passage is very easy, then all the bars are shut into one. There is no advanced, beginner, intermediate, proficient. Since each one can understand the same passages accordingly, so there won't they will answer the questions as per the understanding, complete understanding of the passages. So the passage cannot be classified by just saying, or the person cannot be classified for an advanced beginner. For each passage and each person, this is a set which makes it unique, whether it is an advanced beginner for this passage, this person, for an intermediate, if you are able to comprehend less easily the passages, and if the passage can be comprehended very easily by you, then you are at proficient level for many number of passages. So by far, what we have learned till now is classification is based on understanding of the passages. Okay, moving ahead. No classification is based on reading fast, reading slow, or becoming Usain Bolt, etc. Okay, never the classification must be made based on the reading speed. Let's say Usain Bolt. We all know he is one of the fastest runner in the entire world. Now you tell me, I would like to ask you the questions. He achieved 9.58 seconds record for 100 meter. Now if from the first day he would have started to, the goal if he would have is to achieve this timing, a key 9.58 seconds for 100 meter, would he be able to achieve that? He would have just woke up, started running that I want 9.58, I want 9.58. So it would be rather difficult, okay? Or it would have been impossible. What he would have done, he would have focused on the stride length, track distance, cadence, the knee length, the foot pressure, all the technicalities, all the understanding he would have done, and the result is speed, not the process is speed. Okay, so that's what my point is. Basically, you cannot focus on speed, you can focus on understanding of the passages, and the better the understanding you will have, the greater the speed you can be able to achieve, right? So one of the way, in one way, I have already given you an answer of what is the answer to your question if it is an understanding versus speed. Now, moving ahead, allow me to explain this more clearly so that your mind will understand what to do now. Now, see, if you yourself don't understand a movie you watch, let's say the movie is from Christopher Nolan, sometimes it may be difficult. You went to watch the movie. Can you explain it to others? Now, let's say, suppose you watch the whole movie without understanding, hopefully, and you didn't sleep and you didn't sleep at all, and after you come out of the movie, any another person comes to walks up to you and he tells he's sure that he is not going to watch the movie, you please explain. Now since you haven't understood, can you explain the movie to him, right? So you have probably got the answer. Key understanding is important. Now if you would have watched the same movie by pausing the movie, okay, or you watch some part you didn't understand, you pause, you rewatch, you pause, you rewatch, you pause, you rewatch, you understood the movie. Now now you are in a state that you can explain movie to even the director only ki, this is the story, this is the script, getting. So the same comes in the RC passages. If the passage comes difficult to you, okay, you slow down your speed, okay, you try to comprehend each and every sentences, and that's how you prosper in with the RC passages. For some, it would be very easy to go through the whole RC passages once if they understand. And if they don't understand, then if you don't understand, then you can just hold on to it. Tell your mind that have enough time right now. You can understand the passages, yeah, and then you can move ahead. Now, if you yourself don't know how to drive, can you explain it to others? Can you? Now, let's say you got a financial RC passages which consist of lot of technical terms like credit ratios, debt ratios, bonds, liabilities, and there is no explanations for these terms in the passages. What you will tend to do, you will move to the questions, and if the questions are related to technical terms and which you are unaware of, what you will tend to do, same. What you will tell the person who is asking you to drive, you will fold your hands and you will move away from the passage or the move away from the questions. But this is highly unrealistic. CAT generally explains the topic which is related with the passages. Let me take you to the more realistic situations of the CAT, and the questions comes to you. Identify the tone of the author, right? And the four options given to you are sleet, tawdry, acidious, or pessimistic. And you are unaware of the meaning of any of the words. Okay. So in these situations, you just don't do Vande Mataram, right? You just move away from the questions. In such cases, teach your mind ki how to ki you need to skip this. No, do not attempt these questions unnecessarily. Now remember the time you were really good at something, may it be any skills, sports, gaming, or any topic of any subject in class. How beautifully could you explain it to others, even if sometimes other people don't understand? So what you know, what you have that you practically can handle everything in it. Cat is like it. And there may be topic, there may be passages you went through the passages and you have understood the passages, but you could not explain it to others. So what? You can answer your four questions. That's enough for you. That is what is here. Now see, speed is automatic. If understanding of different types of passages or same type of passage is improved, speed will be automatically improved. You cannot be focusing on gaining speed. You could be, of course, focusing on understanding of the passages. And the more you will come to practice it, I will guide you the methods to do the same thing, and the speed will be automatically improved. So now I will be telling you what are the benefits of understanding. Better understanding will, of course, yield better critical reasoning, better inferences, better understanding of author's point of view. These are the basic general questions which you will get in the examinations, and all the points could be summed up and solved by just one single point if you have the better understanding of the passages. See, okay, then moving ahead. Now, the last point is the greater you try to focus on achieving speed. Right now, our topic is speed versus understanding. If you focus on speed, if you are at proficient level or at an advanced beginner level, and you do not understand the passage, no matter what, and you are trying to focus on speed, you will lose the information in the related in the passages, which will create your issue hindrance or difficulty while solving the answers to the passages. So, greater you will try to focus on speed, that is sure you would have convinced your mind by now कि you would need to go for understanding whenever a choice is needed to be made. So, one thing we are clear by for now, we have made summed up the discussion that speed is not important, understanding is more important. Now, to moving back to the questions which was there in the start, if there's a choice, if I am unable to gain speed while solving passages, what you will need to do? It's because you may be focusing on speed. This is one of the real answers you would be getting if you do not understand, if you are unable to understand the topic. Either the words from the passages could be hard, but if the words are also tough, then you just go through uh, the dictionary right for right now before the examinations. And if you are trying to focus on speed, then definitely gaining the understanding would be very difficulty. Now, always comes a choice between understanding or speed. Our whole discussion was based on this. It to choose understanding. Now, if you have another question, sometimes I couldn't figure out between two or three option choices. The reasonable understanding needs to be practiced, my dear. See, we will be coming to it, but in short, if you want to summarize this, ki when you understand the passage, there are two types of understanding of the passages. You just got the gist, and once you have really understood, if I ask you ki what is the meaning of this line and how it is connected to this line, so you would be able to tell. So if you have done understanding in that particular way, reasonable understanding would be done, and you would always be left with only one answer choices for each questions you will be dealing with. There won't be any two or three option choices you would be hindering or faltering at. Okay. Now, another controversial topic is skimming, skipping, scamming. What is to be done? So, let me tell you, these are not the another things. It is like speed. It is the byproduct. Speed is byproduct of understanding, and these are byproducts of speed. Let's say you get a very easy topic, very easy. Let's say a story of class 5. Okay. So your mind will know he can read the passages and he will automatically skim, skip, or scan. Okay. And even if a proficient person is given a difficult passages, he will stop skimming and scanning. Rather, he will try to focus on each words, understand the meaning of it. So you cannot be focusing on this. These are just the byproducts of speed, which is a byproduct of understanding, which again means you need to focus on understanding. You will gain speed, and your mind basically will automatically know when to skip, when to skim, and when to scan. So focusing on this as of starting point or at any point wouldn't be an option at all. Okay, now shouldn't be the focus points. Mind will know when to do it. Now, what must be done in exam if I do not get the essence of the passage? Another important aspect: try the question you understand. If you do not, if even if you are sitting in the examination, you are not getting it. Try the question you understand the meaning of sentences, may it be verbal or RCs. Okay. I hope the learning helped you. We will continue the session of you becoming an impeccable RC passage solver with the given sets of questions in the next video. And have trust, we will learn each and everything by going through RCs so that you will be fully prepared for the examinations. Thank you for watching the video.